Hopefully none of this movie's copyrighted. Yeah, if so, I'm screwed. Like copyright and stuff. What team should I play as? I'll face that team.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Brooklyn Nets going up against Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat. And now toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
Supposedly we're supposed to wait now. Apparently everyone likes waiting during video games.
As your eyes can see, it's amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing, it's amazing, so amazing, so.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside.
Come on.
Steve Kerr in the booth.
Someone should have caught that.
The starters for Brooklyn. Johnson, Wallace, and
just
Humphries
threw it
are
out.
the 2, 3, and 4 in order. Brooke Lopez is out there with Darren Williams, and for Miami, Mario Chalmers in the electric D-Wade at the guards. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's LeBron at the small forward. Now here's Johnson into Brooke Lopez. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Joe Johnson, particularly now that he's later in his career, has become primarily a perimeter shooter.
You should have made that.
A lot more, taking advantage of that big, strong body. He's also got great footwork, and he's an excellent shooter. So he's pretty good from mid-range and beyond.
Good.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
And here is LeBron. Battier fires.
Woo, 3 points.
Picking up the assist.
Oh no, that's 2.
And here's Brooklyn. And Joe Johnson, a jump shooter, as you mentioned, Steve, gets about 2/3 of his shots from mid-range and out.
Well, Kevin, he's really a good shooter from everywhere. I mean, when he does go inside, he finishes well. And he's got a nice in-between game with his floater. He's got the full package, I think, offensively. He's much stronger and quicker than he appears.
He had a nice open look right there. Battier's got 5 now.
Well, you wasn't going to miss that. I mean, they were way too late to get to him out there.
It's Williams with the drive. Johnson outside. A 3. The kick out to Williams. Back to Wallace. From downtown. Lays out. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And this really
let's
is
go.
such an interesting time for the
Now
Nets
I'm ready.
because the move to Brooklyn, I think, has elevated the image of that franchise. You know, they used to be the little brothers to the Knicks and playing across the river in New Jersey. And now they basically are sharing the spotlight in the Big Apple, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going
Watch
forward.
Hugo makes the
Nets have
threes
gotten
for me.
4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Vicious to Humphries. Back to Wallace. Nets passing it around. Here's Lopez. The offensive rebound. Humphries with the bucket.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good at getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
The try by Wade. The shot will not go. Nets leading by 3. Throws it up high. Wallace. Covered by LeBron. Here's Williams.
Dude, where's that
Now
foul
will he take it
at?
the other way? Yeah, Nets are now in one of the premier locations, Steve, for any sports franchise, even if it was a short move. And I think, Clark, with that move, the whole mindset
Are you kidding
really
me?
changed.
Well,
That
you can
close and
certainly
he
call them a
couldn't
big
make it
market
in?
team now, and a lot of free agents will probably be interested in signing there. So definitely they've got a working advantage in their favor now.
Johnson. Some solid defense from Battier. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
And that
Let's
one's
go.
His offensive
Now I'm
game is
catching
so
up.
refined, guys. Extremely well developed in just about every aspect.
Williams takes the Wallace. Dish now to Johnson. Lopez up top. He feeds it to Williams. That's blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Puts it up from 12.
Woo!
LeBron James gets it to
Still
go.
winning. Around Yang. Let's go to bed.
Taking outside jumper. He's a solid shooter, much improved shooter, but he's so devastating and demoralizing going inside. I'd much rather force him to take challenge perimeter shots.
On the first time out for Brooklyn. Mark, you mentioned LeBron's jump shot. Steve, it's something he's really worked on.
Yeah, when he came into the league, he was very inconsistent with his motion. There was some balance issues, but in the 2008 offseason, he rebuilt his motion, trying to keep his elbow in a little bit more than he did in the past. He's become a much better shooter. He's still a little bit streaky, but still, his game is all about going inside and wreaking havoc in the paint.
Out of bounds.
Wait, what?
Next ball is Brooklyn keeps
Nets
possession.
ball.
Super defensive play. If that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Humphreys comes in for Gerald Wallace. And Jaron Williams is subbed in for Joe Johnson.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
There it goes.
Good from LeBron.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
Count that one.
Come on.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Humphreys against Fox. His kicks to Evans. Drops in the layup for 2.
Come on. Still beat
11
them
seconds
though.
left in the first. Passes it to Bosch. Cannot hit. He got it up. You know what?
No way
At the
he
end of
would have
one,
made
both
that.
teams
No
putting up
way.
some points. It's the Nets. Up.
The Nets.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Ray Allen and LeBron fill out the wings. Haslam's out there at Lewis, and it's Cole in at the point guard.
I think the biggest thing with Miami is just the expectation. You know, ever since they held that press conference when LeBron said they were going to win, not 5, not 6, not 7 NBA championships, they basically put a target on their backs. And now they have to live with those expectations year in and year out. It's not easy.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Kevin, despite his tremendous size and athleticism, LeBron James had always been a player who scored facing the basket, but his postgame has become a point of emphasis. He worked with the great Hakeem Olajuwon in the offseason to develop his moves, and last season started putting them to work. Teammate Udonis Haslam said, "You take one of the best athletes."
Oh,
to ever
are you
play the
kidding
game,
me?
and if you can
Are you
turn that
kidding me?
into
That
LeBron
was some
James,
crap.
Not only does he take his game to a whole nother level.
You knocked
Takes
at that
our game
point.
to a
Are you
whole other
kidding
level
me?
as a team.
That
Wayne
should
Wade
not
said
have
he has the
counted.
ability to be one of the best post players in the game. With his passing, rebounding, and scoring. That's
Woo! There we go. That's
a scary thought.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris.
Well, there's no question. And that's where LeBron's strength and explosiveness really gives him the best advantage down in the paint. He threatens the defense so heavily down in that lane area.
And here's Watson following the three from Ray Allen. Clock at 6. Now Lopez off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Brook Lopez drafted 10th by the Nets back in 2008, and it looked like he had star potential. I mean, great size, good hands, excellent skill level. But his defense and rebounding have been a little bit
okay. They
subpar.
did that on that.
To be a truly great big man, he'll have to make strides in those areas, and I think he will.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Oh.
Here's LeBron.
Come on.
Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And going back to Brook Lopez, his per-minute rebounding numbers have dropped every season since he came into the league. Steve, I didn't know that until I just saw this stat.
Yeah, that's a little bit alarming for a 7-footer. You know, you want him to take up space and to really rebound his position. So he's got to do a better job of pursuing the ball. You know, he's big, he's tall, he's got to use that length on the glass.
Nets leading by 6. Wallace attacking. Rebound by the Heat. LeBron's now got his 4th rebound initially. Over Watson. Again, the miss by the Heat.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
The Heat shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better shoulders. Evans with the steal.
What? What was that crap?
1:32 left in the first half. Over Haslam. And it's Evans missing.
And guys, you know the story. Eric Spoelstra, coach of the Heat, a guy who worked his way from the ground up with this organization. I mean, from video coordinator to advanced scout, assistant coach, then director of scouting over 13 years. Finally becomes the head coach and has shown himself to be very much a good fit for that position. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right
I've
there.
been talking about
in the lane.
that.
Pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Bosh is checking for Haslam. He comes in for Rashard Lewis. Dwayne Wade's checked in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole.
And, you know, going back to Eric Spoelstra, what a job he's done over the last couple of years with all of that pressure after the acquisition of
Oh
LeBron
my God,
James.
I'm not
So
touching
much
the ball.
scrutiny and criticism, but he handled it beautifully. He got his team playing its best when they needed to be playing their best, and they were able to capture that championship a year ago. What a run.
Reggie Evans is checked in for Brooklyn. Marshawn Brooks comes in for Gerald Wallace. And it's out of bounds, so he will take it the other way. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for the Nets. Watson comes in for Marshawn Brooks. The Heat trailed by 5. Wade passes to Chalmers. Heat moving the ball around. Bosh dishes to Wade. Battier. Wade kicks to Battier. Back to Wade. He dishes it to Allen. Chalmers. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Allen. And the officials call a traveling violation. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for the Heat. And the Nets also making a change. Brook Lopez is checked in for C.J. Watson. Nets leading by 5.
And they will hold for the last shot.
Yeah, good clock management is essential here.
And Mario Chalmers hits the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Williams. There's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Puts one up from 19.
Come on, make the damn shot.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint 24.
Saturday, the best.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Look at Gerald Wallace. I mean, what a contribution.
It's been nothing but positive for this team. The way he's been selective with his shot making, very unselfish. I think this has been an efficient performance for him.
I agree with you, Steve. Very few questionable decisions, if any, from him, as he has always looked for the best shot every trip down the floor. I mean, I like the fact that he's judicious in his approach.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Gerald Wallace, Chris Humphries, and Brook Lopez filling out the front line. Johnson is out there with Darren Williams. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Sprint. Doris, over to you.
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James in Miami. Already one of the best in NBA history, and they push each other to get better every day. As Dwayne Wade said, we compete after practice. Obviously, it's not about keeping score, but after a lot of practices, we'll do a lot of one-on-one work because we understand that the competition between us will make both of us better. Kevin, scary for their competitors.
I believe it. Those must make for some good battles, Doris. Thanks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Ray Allen, he's checked in for LeBron. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, you know the Heat are a dominant team, but they were absolutely phenomenal at home. They completely destroyed their opponents on their home court in South Beach last year.
LeBron, he's checked in for Ray Allen. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Williams backs in. 6 to shoot. Look from Wallace. And the Nets miss again. Yeah, not a lot of happy visits to South Beach for visiting teams. The Heat Clark a devastatingly good 28-5 in their arena.
That was the best home record in the East and tied, Kevin, for the best overall home record in the league with the San Antonio Spurs. They really didn't mess around when they played at home. They were lethal in South Beach.
Good. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over. Not a lot going wrong for them on offense in the early part of the third. I mean, that's 3 makes on 4 tries now.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Chris Bosh. Williams attacking. Miami grabs the miss. LeBron's now got rebound number 5 here tonight.
On LeBron, he can't get it done in the fourth quarter of big games. We saw that in the 2011 finals against Dallas. But, you know, that criticism starts to fade away once you're wearing a championship ring.
Williams dishes to Johnson. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Humphries, no good.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Offensive rebound. Here's Wade. And he threw the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
But when you talk about players, Kevin, who can break down defenses off the dribble and create their own offense, to me, Dwayne Wade is at the top of that list.
Yeah, you know what? He's a crevice encroacher. In other words, he can get to places you don't think he can get to. This guy gets through cracks and crevices and finishes at the rim with a high degree of success and difficulty as well. He's special in that regard.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Udonis Haslem is checked in for Batty. Lewis comes in for LeBron. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Johnson. Evans passes to Johnson. He hits it from 9. Johnson's got his second basket. The Heat trail by 4. 3-pointer, Wade. And again, it's the Heat missing. Nets shooting around 41% on the night.
Well, Nets coach Avery Johnson had a distinguished playing career. In college, set a number of assist records that still stand, including averaging over 13 assists a game as a senior. He was a great playmaker.
Nets leading by 7. Poked away. Humphries kicks to Watson. Pass to Johnson. Offline with his 3.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Johnson, the Little General is his nickname. He had his best years with the Spurs. He played 16 years in all, and one of 2 players under 6 feet tall to play in over 1,000 career games in the NBA.
And the Heat with some changes. Shane Battier is checked in for Bosch. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. And then for Brooklyn, Gerald Wallace is checked in for Humphries. And Deron Williams is subbed in for C.J. Watson. Brooks kicks to Williams, and Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Brooks. He's got 6. And it's Miami with the rebound. Battier's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Wasted no time on that one. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. And I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And that one misses.
With the move to Brooklyn now complete, we can look back at how the Nets fared in terms of playoff appearances during their time in New Jersey. They did a decent job of getting to the playoff while in New Jersey. The finals easy.
Well, he's making a switch here. James is checked in. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Nets.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
He kicks it to Brooks. Lopez up top. Wallace outside. Over a Haslem. Wallace misses. And it was hard, Steve, when the Nets were in the ABA. They won the 3 titles in 5 years, but the New Jersey version just didn't have that same success.
Woo! I'm winning now.
Jason Kidd is running the show back a few years ago. He made the finals in consecutive years. But now it's a chance to start new in Brooklyn, start something special. They're going to bank on this new venue, new location to try to jumpstart their franchise.
Williams, that's good.
Great action, back-to-back 3-pointers at either end.
Sort of an anything you can do, I can do better situation going on right here, guys.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Either team giving ground. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Nets put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. The big charge they had right out of the gate set the tone, and that propelled them to this lead as we head to the fourth.
Doris, thank you. And what a concerted effort they put together tonight.
You know, that was really the uncontainable aspect in this game, Kevin. They got on the same page as a team and pretty much did what they wanted for the entire stretch.
Well, clearly it's a different game.
It's all time.
That was a game-changing run, no doubt.
Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade to take him in the backcourt. Ray Allen and LeBron James for forwards. And it's Bosch at the 5. Down low. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Williams, defended by Chalmers, and play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback route.
Shane Battier is checked in for Miami. And the Nets making a change here as well. Arshon Brooks is checked in for Brook Lopez.
James Brown,
Pushes to Jensen. And stolen by Chalmers. And even 3-on-3 break. Bosch. And stolen by Deron Williams.
Yeah.
3-on-3. Here's Wallace. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Over Brooks. The shot is no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Back to Williams. Gets it to go.
You know, he's had his ups and downs in his career, but one thing about Deron Williams is that he consistently delivers in the fourth quarter. He seems to have that knack for knocking down the big shot when he needs it.
Yeah, and make no no mistake about it, Steve. When you talk about Darren Williams, you're talking about a guy who can get it going earlier in the game, too. He makes clutch plays, no doubt, but he can put numbers up on you in a hurry. He can go for half a hundred on you if you're not careful. His ability to take over games is what makes him a natural leader on the floor, and a guy his teammates have a lot of respect for.
Wallace with the screen for Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot, on trip to the line to shoot two.
What I like about Darren Williams, guys, is he's not the fastest point guard, but he's a terrific ball handler, and he's incredibly deceptive and strong. He's got that thick body with that quick change of pace. It makes it almost impossible to stay in front of him.
You know, Clark, when you talk about Darren Williams and his ball handling ability, his crossover, one of the deadliest in the NBA.
And it's deadly because it's so tight. He can operate that crossover in really tight space. He'll use it to go by you or to sidestep into his pull-up jumper. It's definitely one of his signature attributes. Boy, these threes are picking him apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against him, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
The drive by LeBron. Over Brooks. No good from LeBron.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
The open shot, Williams, and it's good from the elbow.
And he will punish an opponent for giving him that much room to mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
The Heat trail by 3. Three-pointer, Wade. Brooks grabs the board.
I can only make 3 points on the Heat.
Beginning of the fourth.
Come on.
Williams with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Johnson kicks to Williams. There's the pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock, and the baseline jumper, no good. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Nice again. And Allen with the layup.
Nice putback. That's why you want guys working hard on the board, getting both ends of the floor.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin. Avery Johnson was just going over the plans of his team. He said nobody but us believed we'd be in this position, and here we are. I'm proud of you guys tonight. Now go finish this thing off.
Thank you, Doris. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And the Nets also making a change. Wallace is checked in.
And that's what you love to do as a road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Yeah, they've done that.
They sure have. That shot right there had a huge effect on this crowd.
Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
Williams for 3. No good. Well, he go the other way with it.
I think he's capable of shooting the ball much better than he has so far. I don't think there's any doubt about that, guy.
Wade passes to Bosh.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
The Nets have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Wallace outside. Williams up on top. Over Chalmers. Connects.
That had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
Yeah! Let's go. I might win.
Listen to that.
It is shaking in here, guys. Absolutely insane.
Johnson left side. For Battier.
No!
I'll tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
LeBron drives in over Wallace.
No! No!
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grip.
No! Screw you!
No question right
There's
now.
no freaking foul right there.
Dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, we got to send him to the line and hope for a few misses.
So they foul
What are you
intentionally.
doing? This game! It's like 3 starting to be canceled. Holy
The first
crap.
one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops the ball. It's a 3-point game.
And those free throws will make things very hard on him. Only a 3 to save.
Let's go. I need to make a three-pointer to tie the game.
And there's Chalmers for three.
Please make the point.
They've led by as much as
What
10.
are you freaking
They need to
doing?
stop the clock, so there's a foul.
I'm not losing with this. This game is starting to be cancer. This is cancer right now. Cancer's not good. I don't know why I'm joking
First
about
free
that.
throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them
Are
both.
you
It's a 5-point
kidding me?
game.
I'll tell you what, those 2 free throws give them some much-needed breathing room, guys.
Okay, let's go. Please
16
make
seconds
three.
left to play here in the fourth.
Oh my
Again, the miss by
God,
the Heat.
get the ball. This is stupid.
So the first one drops, and that
I'm done.
lead to 6.
I'm done. This is bullcrap. I'm legit done.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a
There's no way I'm
Now
winning this
the
game.
lead really is looking very
Doesn't
secure
matter.
after those 2 free
All
throws.
the
Nice
shots
job.
that I made.
These are incredible rebounding
will.
numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, but it sure give them a super
The Nets, 62.
Brought to you by State Farm. Let's now take a look at
If
the
I
Nets
get 15
opening lineup.
points ahead of them, I'm done.
Johnson, Wallace, and Humphries are the 2, 3, and 4 forwards. Darren Williams out there with Brook Lopez. And for the Heat, at the 2 and 3, the superstar duo of D. Wade and LeBron James. Chris Bosh is out there with Shane Battier, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard.
Shooting foul.
There's probably
Of
2
course.
areas of concern if you're a Miami fan. One is the
Of
depth of the front
course.
court,
Freaking
and the other is the point guard situation. Although last year I thought Mario Chalmers had an excellent season, and Norris Cole was a surprise, the rookie out of Cleveland State.
Well, back to Miami. If they can see their young players, and Steve was just mentioning this, grow into that point guard role as they did last year, then really, Clark, front court depth will be their only concern going from this point on.
And that's a pretty short list of concerns to have if you're a team. I mean, the Heat will always have to worry about depth to some degree given how they're built around the big 3, but it looks like they won't have too many point guard
Here's the
issues.
freaking shot. Jesus
That's on
Christ.
offense. Backing him down is Johnson. The kick out to Williams. Back to Johnson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Johnson's got his first 2 points. Here's LeBron. They get it back.
Get the
He's pretty
ball.
dependable on those open jump shots.
Wallace goes in,
This guy sucks.
and he was fouled on the way up. 2
He
free throws now for him.
Holy
The Nets
crap.
traded their draft pick. It ended up being the 6th overall to Portland.
Why is my
Wallace.
game starting to
Really could
freaking
have come
suck?
back to bite them if Wallace walked after the season.
Of course.
Fortunately for them, he re-upped.
Going back to Wallace, I think they made a mistake. They gave up the 6th pick in the draft to
This
get a
team's
30-year-old
crap.
free-man who opted out of his contract. They ended up giving him $40 million. They could have taken Harrison Barnes, for example, at 6, had him on a rookie contract, and arguably have had the better player and saved all that money. So really kind of a curious decision by Brooklyn.
It's going to be 2 free throws through contact on the shot.
He's a real student of the game, an analytical thinker. Battier is a guy who studies his opponent's tendencies and tries to play the percentages defensively.
And he locks in the same way offensively. You'll rarely see him take a bad shot. Very selective with the shots that he takes, and he loves the corner pocket threes. That's one of the best shots in basketball for an offense.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Well, guys, I thought acquiring Shane Battier was a terrific move for the Miami Heat, both on and off the court. On the court, he's a great shooter and a smart defender. He makes that corner 3 to space the floor. And then in the locker room, with his maturity and his leadership and his ability to handle the
Get
media,
the
a
freaking
really good
ball.
role for Battier in Miami.
Are you kidding me?
Johnson's got his second basket of the game. The Heat have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Start for them. They need this. LeBron
Oh
can't
my
get it to
god,
go.
the second game
Stevie
bull
touched on the
crap.
presence of Shane Battier, a very cerebral player. Enjoys that part of the game. He did at Duke. He does in the NBA. He said he looks at basketball, Clark, as a sort of chess match.
Never even touched this guy. Come
His
on.
mental approach to how he sees and thinks the game.
Crap.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for the Heat. Brooklyn with the ball. Finish to Williams. Puts it up from 15, and that one's good.
What a start they've got. Lead for them, and they're not even out of the first
This
quarter
game is
yet.
starting to
It's not
become
just
bull
about offense.
crap.
They're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Oh.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
Well, this is a really critical possession here, Kevin. It's essential
Thank
they
you
could have
for
stopped
doing
them.
this.
Well, it took a while, but somebody finally got a shot
So
to
they
go.
need
I was
have
starting to
some-
get a little concerned for them. I mean, it hadn't been pretty to this point. The Nets battled
Boy.
injuries all last year, and as one might expect, when that's the case, they had a hard time against the rest of the conference for significant stretches of the season.
They might have to make a defensive adjustment. They can't give them that kind of a look from beyond the arc.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosiveness. He said there isn't any one answer as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of it. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. The Heat have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in
Yeah,
some of their
because
performances
LeBron
last year,
James.
their free throw numbers help them win games.
Back to the Nets in the East. Steve only won a third of their games, going 16 and 32, and just isn't going to get you any place you want to be.
Now, it just seemed like last year was like a waiting period for the Nets. They were just kind of biding their time until they could move to Brooklyn. But they're going to have to do much better against the East this year. I mean, it's not a strong conference to start with, but with the talent they've acquired, I think they'll be in a much better position.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Joe Johnson on the wing. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Heat trailed by 4. Down low. Here's Chalmers. Brooks grabs the board.
Kidding me? Where's
Well, the
the
effort was there, but he
foul?
just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Well, it's fun watching Avery Johnson. We were teammates for many years in San Antonio. He was the leader of that team. Even with David Robinson and Tim Duncan on the squad, it was Avery Johnson who was the vocal leader.
Now here's Lewis. And the Heat another three. 52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the first timeout called at the game for Brooklyn. Avery Johnson on their Spurs team, Steve, helped lay the foundation for their success.
Well, he helped lead the team to the first title in '99. In fact, hit the game-winning shot in that playoff game against the Knicks. So, this is a guy who knows how to win a championship. He's been part of the team.
Walk and get the ball.
Built a culture, a championship culture. So he understands what it takes, and he's got a tremendous passion for the game, a great foundation for what it takes to be a good coach in this league.
Man, he makes a lot of tremendous plays at that end of the court. We see it from him every game.
Johnson outside. He passes to Lopez. Power down with both hands.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
That's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
For another uncontested three there, they've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but to start giving the three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
The Nets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of their shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that strike.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference in a lot of their games last season.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
A Three off the inbound. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. It's all tied in Miami. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
You know, and moving forward for Miami, they probably won't have a lot of cap room because of the big contracts of Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. But remember, it is easy to lure free agents to Miami because of the presence of those three, and then also the attraction of living in Miami.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn looking to do that. Deron Williams and Marshawn Brooks manning the backcourt. Evans is out there with Wallace, and it's Humphries in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Shane Battier may be the most stat-minded player in the NBA. He said, I'm a big proponent and believer in the numbers. The numbers never lie. A lot of, quote, basketball purists, so to speak, don't like it because it's a little less emotional and more statistical. But as a defender, it helps out a lot. It's not easy to take all the information and process it in a split second against the greatest athletes in the world. But after a few years of practice, you get used to it.
You guys staying way too
Have a
close
job
to
of
the
coaching
perfect
someday if he
basket.
wants it.
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. And it's Evans missing. Steve, going back to Miami and then trying to lure talent down to South Beach. Not only the city itself, but veterans line up to play, knowing, like we were talking about before, Clark, they have a chance to win a championship.
And that's the motivation, and as long as the big three are there, they won't have any trouble finding players who have been let go or in the last years of their contract who want to play for a winner, and those kind of players are willing to give up some cheese for some gold.
And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Hazard. Battier comes in for Rashard Lewis. Ray Allen is checked in for LeBron. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. Then for the Nets, Brook Lopez is checked in for Humphries. Johnson comes in for Marshawn Brooks. And it's Watson in for Deron Williams. Now here's Wallace. And stolen by Chalmers. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Bosh. Again, the miss by the Heat. Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
You know, not a lot of people expected Joe Johnson to be on the move, particularly because of his huge contract. But he was traded to the Nets, and it caught a lot of people off guard. The Nets wanted to make a big splash going into their new arena in Brooklyn. They wanted to put somebody in the backcourt with Deron Williams. We've got a pretty explosive tandem back there.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the shot by Ray Allen. He dishes it to Evans. Kicks it to Wallace. Wide open. Jump shot is good that time. Wallace has got 8 points.
I like the job they're doing. Much better job getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter. And with Joe Johnson, getting back to what you said, Steve, it acted as a lure to keep Deron Williams, too, I think. Very easy to re-sign with the team, knowing you'll get to play in the same backcourt with Joe Johnson. Now the Nets have one of the best backcourts in the league, I think.
A different look for Miami. LeBron comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Then for the Nets, Chris Humphries is checked in for Evans. Marshawn Brooks comes in for Gerald Wallace. Deron Williams is subbed in for C.J. Watson.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
You know, when the Nets made the trade for Deron Williams a few seasons ago, Kevin, they were thought to have made a steal of a deal. Right? But you look at the haul they gave up, and it was a pretty steep price to pay.
Here's Humphries. Heat knocking down the tray. Here's Johnson. Brooks. Brooks can't get that one to fall. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That puts them in the lead. 8 points for Allen. Going back to that trade you're talking about, Clark, several
Well,
first-round
my
picks
friend,
and favors.
if I get
Rich
Falcons.
Blossom the last year or two up in Utah. Devin Harris was sent there as well. Not exactly cheap speed, but they had to give up a lot.
Well, gaining a superstar is never cheap, Kevin. And I thought the interesting thing about that trade was that New Jersey, now Brooklyn, of course, they didn't have any assurances from Darren Williams that he would re-sign. So it was
Take your
really a major
freaking
gamble
shots,
at the
LeBron.
time.
Now here's Williams after LeBron James's miss. And the basket by Johnson.
He's been so solid. You got to keep him out there on the floor, really doing a nice job for the offense.
Here's Cole. Oh, good on the three.
Get the freaking ball. Are you
So
kidding
that's
me?
with the lead. And Williams, here we go. Another miss by Williams.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Allen for the three.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
And there's a call on Bob.
You can't even
That's
steal
his
the
first
ball
foul.
in this game. Like, this game's complete garbage.
Wallace kicks to Evans. The pass to Brooks. Vicious to Williams. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, man. He'll shoot free throws. Shard Lewis picks one up. Shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And both free throws good for Brooks. 7 seconds left in the first half. Wade from outside. And that one's good. Wade got 5 points down in the quarter. Here's Watson. Shot misses. Second quarter into the tight one. Nets lead by 1.
31. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
NBA basketball.
I hate this right now.
And from high above, a view of downtown Miami and the American Airlines Arena. Welcome back, everyone.
Good game for Johnson. He has 8 points and also an assist.
Of course, they started with a freaking ball.
Nets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Shane Battier is
No,
out
that's
there with Chris
freaking
Bosh,
bullcrap.
And it's LeBron in at the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
You know, you talk about scoring point guards versus passing ones.
You
Darren
need
Williams gives you
to
both.
freaking
He's
get
one of
the
league leaders
damn
in
ball.
points and assists. So you can bet he's basically the focal point of every team scouting report defensively.
Not the damn
Go down to
ball.
the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, the Heat last season decided to revamp their offensive strategy, playing a more free-flowing style to try to take better advantage of their quickness and playmaking ability. Chris Bosh said, "We're not just going to go out there and play pickup, but we are going to get into our spacing, make the right cuts, read each other, and just go
Freaking
out there
get
and play."
the damn
LeBron
ball.
James said, "It suits our personnel."
So guys, that's the end of the game. I'm so happy that I'm so happy. I'm gonna end the live here. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all later. Peace.